Hello, this is John from Autuko and welcome to part 2 of Rewrap Our Scion. This is where we took our Scion that was originally in all blue chrome and it had black and orange on it all over it. We took that off and we wanted to save the blue chrome, and the reason why is the blue chrome had held up really well and it's very expensive. In other words, to wrap a vehicle in chrome could range anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 because the material costs. It really isn't much harder in labor, but it's just material costs is crazy on chrome. So we took all the black off the front of this and replaced it with this beautiful 3M gloss lime green. It's also called gloss light green, but some people think it looks like lime green. Then we took the Autuko label, put on the side of this vehicle here, surrounded it with knifeless tape, and then took each of these lines and made them in knifeless tape. Then we covered the whole side in a big piece of green, and then took the knifeless tape and plucked each one of those out. I'll show you how that works in a second. And then it gave us this effect when we removed the positive negatives. What's so cool also too is on the computer we cut these different things off of the hubcaps, painted the hubcaps black, put these right on the face. This is cheap and easy way to make a hubcap look good. You don't have to spend any money on wheels. So, and after all that, you end up not spending that much money. You're wrapping half the car. We ended up spending I'd say about $800 total for the whole vehicle to get all this done and get a second look out of this and rejuvenate this car for a second time without spending twice the money. And here's what you get. I'll show you how cool this knifeless tape works and how effective it is. First of all, when you wrap a vehicle like this, you don't want to put any razor blade marks. Plus, when you're stretching, like if we stretch this vinyl over this edge here and we make one little cut with the razor and we make it too deep, that's going to show up in this wrap after it's been out in the sun for a while. You don't want that. Plus, also, if we would have done that in the beginning, we wouldn't have been able to repurpose this wrap. Since we took the care to use knifeless tape on it before, we can reuse this wrap all day long. What you do is you take this knifeless tape, you put it down in the shape you want. For example, I'm going to go around this curve, twist it like this, and it has a small Teflon line inside of it. I'm going to show you what that does. After you make the shape, you want to pluck that line out and it cuts it for you with no damage to the vinyl below. I'll show you in this example here. And here's how cool knifeless tape works. You can see I've placed this shape here on the side. Take the vinyl off like this. Just going to place it over the area that I want to wrap. I'm going to take it, I'm going to squeegee this down. And you can see the shape underneath kind of come to life a little bit. So once you get that shape and you squeegee it all down, you want to check your lines, make sure they're good and pressed down. You can see as I'm pressing, you can see all three pieces of that in there. Then it's a little technique here where you pop this line and it actually cuts the vinyl. As you can see what I'm doing right here, I pulled that out. This allows me to pull this out. Then there's two pieces, one below, one on top. Pull those out, smooth this down, and basically that's done. And you can take this piece, pop it, bring it around, like this, peel that away. Take this like this, pull the outside around, and as you can see, you end up with the shape you desire without taking any knife blades in your vehicle. Ends up something cool. Sometimes you might trim a little bit up, or there's a little bit of tape actually stuck behind here. But here's what's also cool. After I finish this, say if I didn't like it, I didn't do a perfect job, I can turn it right around like this, and I can pull it off and there's no damage to the paint underneath. Which means I can physically make any shape on your vehicle. If your hood is raised up in the center, or your cowls or your fender flares are out, I can easily put this stuff on it without damaging any paint. And you end up with a cool effect with no damage.